In this edition of Interview, we're talking to the founders of fashion powerhouse Ralph and Russo. Tamara and Michael, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Lovely to be here.
Can you take me back to the beginning and talk to me about how you formed the brand and what you wanted that brand to stand for?
Yeah, I mean, it really grew out of a passion for luxury and craftsmanship and design. And it's, I come from 4 generations of fashion and haute couture in my family. And when we had a chance meeting, it was something that we talked about, setting up a luxury brand. And we always had a vision to have, a global luxury brand.
Well, back in 2013, you were invited to join the Chambre Syndicale in Paris. You were the first, I think, British brand to showcase that fashion week as well. Tell me about that.
In 100 years.
Was that momentous?
And yet to be the first British brand in 100 years was...
Yeah, it was really quite
a big milestone for us.
a milestone, and the first Australians ever
Yeah.
to be invited. So, and it was something that was always, very important for the brand, for what the brand stands for, and to be recognised by the Chambre Syndicale was an incredibly important achievement. And we had obviously the support of Didier Grumbach at the time, who was the president and was actually responsible for discovering a lot of the big names in fashion and nurturing their careers. So it was wonderful to have his support.
How would you personally define couture?
Couture is an art. All of our clients that purchase couture, they purchase it for generations. It's really something that's an investment. It's like a piece of jewelry. It's something that you'll pass down and keep forever. And for us, that's really special.
How have the techniques changed, do you think, in terms of dressmaking and, over the years, and how have you adopted them? Have you stayed quite traditional?
So we have a really big atelier, actually, that specialize in the couture side. And then we have, obviously, craftsmen in-house that specialize in other product categories, such as ready-to-wear and things like that. But in the couture atelier, there's 45 languages spoken. There's ages ranging from 16 all the way up until 60s. And it's really nice to have that mix of the old techniques, yet more modern applications and things like that. So, and we like to push and constantly innovate. So we run apprentice programs in-house where we can train and develop and innovate as well. So that's really important.
We've dressed so many wonderful clients, everyone down to Meghan Markle. I think it was her engagement outfit you designed. What is it like when you get a challenge like that? How exciting is it, or is it daunting?
No, I think it was very exciting. Obviously, I think it was such an iconic moment because, obviously, not just because of the two of them, but also because of her choice of piece for the day, which was a little bit different to what I think some people were expecting. And I think that's nice. It showed her personality. It pushed the boundaries.
Do your clients have much input into if you're designing something specific and special for them? Or do you come up with the idea and see it through to...
Yeah, it's both.
Both,
both.
But we've had some really diverse celebrity moments.
Yeah.
From stage outfits for Beyonce to costume outfits for Angelina Jolie for Maleficent. It's been so diverse, so the challenge is always there.
Yeah, but also I think with clients, all of our private clients, it's a very personal experience, no matter if they're a celebrity or a private client. And, we love to guide them and be part of the process and be very involved.
We've been through a very difficult year. How different was it showcasing virtually?
Yeah, I mean, it was an evolution, that's for sure. I think that it's difficult to create the connection that you'd have with a physical show. I think that was something that was the hardest part to kind of keep alive. But I loved the innovation side of things. I thought it was very interesting just to push the boundaries with digital, to play with new ideas. But, I think that, the traditional fashion shows are still very important and are important to get that sense of what the collection is about. So, a balance of both going forward. I think one is just as important as the other.
Why did you guys choose to launch in Dubai?
Oh, I think Dubai's got such a multicultural following here, and I think for us as well, it's a product that's well suited for the market. It's you know, it's got a customer base that's very akin to Ralph and Russo, well known to Ralph and Russo, and you know, for us in this region, it was definitely, you know, our first flagship in the.
Do you, I mean, would you say you have a different clientele here?
I think in Dubai we find that there's a lot of tourists here, and those tourists are typically Ralph and Russo clients already.
Yeah.
So the products that we're offering here still are akin to the ones that we use worldwide, and I think relevant to our worldwide customer as well as the local market. So I think it's a nice little mix of local and international clients.
Do you think that the local fashion scene is growing? You know, how would you say it compares to, we talk about the powerhouses, you know, you got New York, Milan, London, Paris.
Well, I think it's definitely integral to the Gulf region. Yeah, you know, it's really the hub of the region. It's so incredibly international, and I think, you know, it's a huge destination for fashion for the region. So yeah, I think it's incredibly important.
You're about to become a mum for the first time.
you,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How is that going to change, you know, your work-life balance? Because you're going to be a working mother.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, it teaches you definitely to kind of find that balance, which I think I probably didn't have before. And so, you know, I have a great team. You know, we have an amazing support structure internally in the company, and you know, we'll find a way. You know. And plus, it might be a chance to kind of venture into full-fledged children's wear line.
I was about to say, are you having a boy or a girl? Do you know?
Well, I have a girl, so now we have our first model. So
she's going to have the best closet in town. Oh my goodness, she's going to be the envy of all her friends.
Thank you.
I believe you're expanding now, and you're going to be venturing into accessories. Is there beauty lines down the line?
What's been amazing actually through just before COVID and also through COVID is, you know, a few different things. You know, we were able to kind of reset our thinking, focus on what we'd like to achieve in the next couple of years. And so, you know, cosmetics and beauty is something we're very interested in. Home and furnishings and everything connected to that sector is actually something that we've been slowly putting in the works for a little bit of time. And yeah. So.
Tamara Michael from Ralph Russo, thank you so much for joining us today on Interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.